Thank you so much. Wanted to ask you, why do you want to be mayor, and what was the deciding factor for you to run?
I want to build on the successes of Dallas and ensure that everyone has the opportunity to succeed. I chaired the Mayor's Task Force on Poverty and have worked with many people across the city for years on this. And I want to be sure that we reduce the child poverty, that we increase the housing opportunities, many of the issues that I saw through the Task Force on Poverty.
But what was your deciding factor to run? What was it that made you to say, I need to do this?
It was because of meeting with so many people across the city for several years, and I knew that I understood the issues that were confronting people every single day. Working people who were working 2 and 3 jobs without benefits, having difficulty getting to work because of transportation issues. I felt I had the experience, given my background, that particular work on the task force, that gave me the ability to understand those issues better than anyone else that I thought that was running, and I knew that this was something that I could do and provide as really my expertise to this campaign.
So why should voters trust you over the other 8 candidates that are on the ballot?
Because I have the experience. I have worked so long in Dallas. I've spent my entire adult life here working as an attorney, as an educator, having chaired many of the commissions and boards here in Dallas, both nonprofit and governmental. But also, I'm not looking to do anything else. This is the only position I'm running for. I won't ever run for another position, and this is not a stepping stone for me. So this is what I want to do. I want to focus just on the issues that are confronting Dallas and make sure that we give everyone that ability to dream the big dreams and to succeed in their endeavors.
What is the essence of your campaign?
The essence of my campaign is great cities invest in people. That means that we look at every single part of a person's life and make sure that the city is providing the kinds of opportunities that people need to succeed. Great cities invest in people. That is what I am focusing on, and that is going to be my mantra the entire 4 years.
So what exactly does that mean as far as, as a practical matter, as a concrete takeaway for people?
What that means is that you're going to have a transportation system that works for you. It's going to mean that the educational system is going to be perfect for your children, for all children. It's going to mean that there are going to be great jobs coming to Dallas that really conform to the abilities and to the workforce that we have in Dallas. It's going to be an individual who is going to champion the person who little things are big things to them. I'm going to be that champion that makes sure that the little things are accomplished for every single person so that we eliminate the obstacles so they can achieve their highest and best potential.
So you talked about a lot there. What I'm wondering is, if you're elected, what is the first thing you want to accomplish?
The first thing I want to accomplish is getting our city council together and unifying the city council. One of the things that's important that I've learned from this campaign is that we have different groups of the city not working together. I want to bring that together. I also want to start breaking down the silos, not just the city, but the county, the Dallas County Community College, DISD, just like I did when I was the chair of the Mayor's Task Force on Poverty. One of the first things is I'm going to be sure that I'm working with all of these entities that affect Dallas so that we can leverage our resources and do a better job. The other part of it is housing for me. This is going to be that signature piece that I'm working on. I've already agreed to give up my salary as the mayor, put that into a position in the mayor's office that will basically be that housing person that will ensure that we get the housing plan in place, that we start finding, because we have 20,000 housing units that we have a shortage of right now. I want to start building that back. I want to start creating wealth for people in our community. I want to focus in on people in Dallas, and that's going to be the plan that I have. But it's really working together collaboratively with my colleagues, working collaboratively across the city and the county with people that can affect our folks in Dallas. And most importantly, I want to put in a place so that people can come and feel like they have somebody listening to them, making the little things that are hard in their lives, that are big things, the little things that get done.
So you mentioned before, are you talking about a housing czar in the mayor's office?
I don't know if that's quite the phrase that I would use for the person, but what I'm talking about is a person that will be ensuring that we get all of this accomplished. Here's what I've learned having worked with the Mayor's Task Force on Poverty. that you have silos, whether it's in any different parts of the city or it could be even other agencies. So what I want to be sure is that the entire plan that was adopted unanimously by the City Council last year is put into place, because it talks about using a land bank. That is where the city owns land and that could be put together and used for developments so that we could have some housing that is more affordable created. It also talks about the rental assistance programs. It talks about being able to find down payment assistance. There's just an array of activities that we could do under our new housing plan. I want all of it adopted. But I also want to be sure that people feel that they have someone in the mayor's office that is particularly attuned to the housing issues. We have the highest number of people living in rental units of any of the big cities in Texas. We're not creating wealth in big parts of our economy and big parts of our city, because for many people, the home that they own is the biggest asset in their lives. And we don't have that for a lot of people in Dallas. That is what I want to do. And that will start also creating more opportunities to create more property tax growth, not among the people who already have homes, but the new property owners. So that will create revenue for the city of Dallas. We will grow all of our economy together. And I find that housing is one of the biggest issues that we need to address. We're at a tipping point. We are down 20,000 units. We have the highest number of people living in rental units of any big city in Texas. We've got to change that. It's not sustainable.
You had mentioned before housing, poverty. What other priorities do you have?
It's bringing economic development to Dallas. And what I mean by that, bringing jobs to Dallas that people in Dallas can fill and have the opportunity to create their wealth as well and to be able to get into the middle class. We have the lowest median income of any of the big cities in Texas. We need to start growing our jobs. And one of the ways I want to do that is to concentrate on making sure that we have actual entrepreneurial programs. There's a great one right now at Redbird Mall that has just been terrific. I want to see that replicated. People have moved to Dallas because they know they have opportunities here, because it's a dream city. I want to be sure that people who are living here can build those dreams through their own companies, through their own positions, create the opportunities for their children perhaps to even join them in those companies. So entrepreneurship is going to be a very important part of it for me too. But secondly, I want to start bringing more jobs that also fit into the kinds of abilities that we have here in Dallas, and I want to ensure that workforce training is expanded in Dallas. You know, 13% of Dallas has a 9th grade education or less. So I want to be sure that we are using our libraries better, that the Dallas County Community College District, that the DISD are all working together to create more GED programs and certificate programs for our people living here in Dallas, so that they can qualify for some of the greatest jobs around. Not everyone wants to go to college or needs a college degree, but a certificate will give them that opportunity. Paid apprenticeships are another way that I want to see us growing from the bottom up, creating opportunity for everyone in Dallas, and making sure that everyone has that ability to get that great job that is paying benefits and that is paying a wage that they're going to be able to provide for their family and create the opportunities to get their children out of poverty if they are in poverty right now.
Public safety. A lot of people are very concerned about the number of police officers on the streets. What is your plan to get more officers? And some people say they need to be paid more in addition to that. That costs a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So what's the plan for that? We
do have a shortage of police officers, and it's not just an issue of not having enough police officers, it's also retention of police officers. We've had some issues that have occurred in the police department in terms of their pay, what they were expected to have, and as a result, we've had a lower pay scale for our police officers in connection and versus many other suburban cities, and we've lost police officers to those areas. So we need to ensure that we are paying a competitive salary. And right now, that is about $60,000. If we need to ensure that we're remaining competitive, so I am open to absolutely checking on this and ensuring that we are competitive every single year as that comes up and we're making our budget. But we also need to have great benefits for police officers, health care benefits that are gold standard, because that's another way you retain employees. The other part of that is in my housing plan, I want to use the land bank in a way that we're packaging our homes that are housing that is affordable for our first responders. They and teachers would be the first to be able to qualify for these homes that we will be developing through the land bank so that they are living here in our city and in Dallas, and they too are part of the fabric of Dallas, and people get to know them as their neighbors as well. Now, how we're going to pay for this is the way I talked about economic development. We have to get more people in jobs that are paying higher wage salaries so that we raise our median income in Dallas so it's not the worst in Texas of the big cities. We also have to, and there are only two ways you're going to do this. You're going to do that through revenue, you're going to do that through property taxes, and we're going to do that through sales taxes. So what we need to do then is to start increasing the economic pie so that people will have more disposable income, they'll be spending more, have sales taxes. That increases. The other side of that is on the housing, where we're having more people in their homes paying the property taxes. That is going to increase the property tax budget because more people are paying into that because they have their home and they're creating wealth. It's not an easy solution. My solution is one that looks at the whole system and says we've got to do all of this together. I wish I could do a magic wand and make everything change. And one thing would change all of what we see in terms of median income, the poverty levels, the 100,000 children living in poverty in Dallas. But it doesn't work that way. I learned that from the Mayor's Task Force on Poverty. You've got to do many things together. You've got to have somebody who is stewarding this, who is looking at it every day, creating indicators, and then following up on what is working and what is not working. We need to scale that which is working, and then those things that aren't working, we need to eliminate and go with what is going to build Dallas even faster. Make sure those dreams are available for our people here, and that's how a city invests in its people.
Regarding property taxes, a lot of people said, look, we can't, we're at the brink. We can't pay anymore. So what assurances do you have? Can you give people that under Mayor Montoya, property taxes are not going to skyrocket?
I will tell you right now, under Mayor Montoya, there will be no increase in property taxes because I will have created an economic pie that is larger, that creates more opportunities for people, that we're getting more of our revenue from sales taxes and other property taxes that other people are paying on their new homes that haven't been in the system before. So for people who are living in their homes right now, I pledge to you no increase in property taxes.
My last question is, how much money have you raised, and of the people who have endorsed you, what does that say about your campaign?
So I don't have the exact numbers in front of me because today is the day that we're filling them out. I do know that we are, I think, well over $500,000, so we have a campaign that we can run and we can do well. My emphasis, though, on this campaign is ensuring that I have a broad array and support of endorsers across the community. Now, you've asked about financial types, but I am as thrilled and as so excited about the voters of Dallas who are endorsing me. I can't tell you the number of people where I go across the city who are excited about this campaign. They know it's a campaign of dreams. They know it's a campaign where we're investing in people. And that is what's really driving me right now. I work hard to make sure that I have the resources to get my message out, but what I am more thrilled about is that I have the diversity of people because I've worked in so many areas of Dallas that I have such a broad swath of people supporting me from so many different areas in Dallas, whether it's north, south, east, or west. I've worked in all those areas, whether it is in business and law, in teaching, which is my background, as well in addition to law and the nonprofit sector. Those are the individuals that are helping me, and I thank them every day, and I thank them for all that they have done for my campaign. It has made the difference, and that's our winning ticket.
Regina Montoya, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.